Hey there again, it's Mr. Hunt. Today I'm going to be uploading the homework for tomorrow. I'm going to be kind of going over what it is expected and some helpful tints that you can look at while completing it at home. So the first thing we have here, the homework is on the ratios. So first thing we have, the biggest thing with ratios that we have to realize is that with ratios, the order definitely matters. So always tell the students ratio order matters. So here we have a bag of candy that contains 4 fruit chews, 3 caramels, 5 chocolate candies. Which of the following ratios could represent caramels to all candy? So therefore, we have to be careful in what the order we are picking. So we are looking at caramels to all of the candy. And the biggest thing with this also while we're doing it, it's very important that we highlight so that we know what we're dealing with. So with the following, we have caramels, which is 3, and then all of the candy would be 4 plus 3 plus 5, and we have 12. So here we know that we're going 3 caramels to 12. And there's 3 ways it can be written. It can be written like this, 3 to 12 with the colon. It also, we have to be very careful when we see that we just do not stop at 3 to 12 so that we can see that if we can simplify that. And we have to find basically the greatest common factor that will go into both 3 and 12, which would be 3. So once I divided that, 3 divided by 3 would be 1, and 12 divided by 3 would be 4. So we see this one right here, 1 to 4 would also be a ratio. This one right here, 1:4 would also be a ratio. The biggest thing is to not pick things like 12 to 3 because that's going in a different order. Things like 12:3, that would not be right because that is going in a different order, okay? The next one here, we'll look at this chart here. We have one that is in a chart. So the biggest thing with this, again, find your order. See what it wants you to answer. So for this one, it wants to know the ratios that represents the total games played by the Blue Jays. And if you want, you can get a different color here if that helps you out. To the total games played by the Cardinals, okay? So when we're looking at that, we have to make sure we go in that order. So we're looking at the Blue Jays is first, and this is the total games played by them to the total games played by the Cardinals. Once again, making sure that you find maybe what the ratio is before it is simplified and what the ratio is after it's simplified, and make sure you do it in that the order that the question is asking. And we'll go over one more here. For this one, we are looking at a chart again, and this one's asking which of the following ratios represents the win to loss ratio of the Cardinals. So we're going to highlight Cardinals, and we're going to highlight the win to loss ratio. So with that, we have the Cardinals is what I'm looking for right here, and I'm looking in the order of wins to losses. And the 3 ways that we can do that obviously is the colon version, which would look like this right here, but obviously that's not the answer. We're looking for 8 to 20. The word, which will be 8 to 20, or the fraction where it might say 8 over 20. And then once again, we're looking for what it would be before it is simplified, and then maybe what it looks like after it is simplified, and once again finding the GCF to do that. So I hope this helped, and just remember to look at the order that the question is asking for your ratio, because remember, ratio order matters. Thank you for watching.